When I prepared for this moment, I looked through a few speeches from earlier graduations here at Hult. And they all had one thing in common. They all talked about Crazy David, the marketing professor that eats cat food in class. So I have to give it to you, David. That is really good marketing. It is an honor to hold this speech on behalf of this amazing class of MIB 2024. And I want all the students to raise up and give each other a warm round of applause for what we have achieved. Be seated. I remember stepping into campus on our first day, seeing all these faces that I'd never seen before. And as all new things, it felt a bit terrifying in the beginning. But then, some hours went, and we were suddenly building spaghetti marshmallow towers with people from all over the world. And Hult really started out as what it is meant to be, a completely new experience that we had never done anything similar to. The next day, we had our first class, program immersion, which also meant our first zombie apocalypse together. A lot of us have heard about FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. But what seemed to develop during immersion was the fear of missing attendance, something a lot of us seemed to battle against. And it was cured by spamming down Anders and the student services with emails. My apologies to some of you in the staff, because I still CC every one of you every time I send an email, just to be sure. I counted up, and throughout the year in all my group exams, I've been working with more than 19 different nationalities, spread across 5 different continents. I also attended a Guinness World Record with 60 different nationalities represented in a business lecture. And to do all of this in 1 year is something you only get here at Hult. When I started at Hult, my biggest challenge was always public speaking. I always avoided speaking in front of large crowds due to fear. In my first week, Margareta James helped me create a plan on how to improve on this front. She shared some valuable tips and recommended a book that I studied back and forth. I practiced a number of times in front of the mirror and taken most opportunities to speak in front of the class. This graduation speech is my final exam, showcasing how I conquered this fear. All MIBs should be proud of what we have overcome together. We overcame Anish's bad sense of humor, where he always had to say, "That was a joke," and Nikolai was the only one laughing. We also overcame something a lot of us thought we would not overcome. It was blood, sweat, tears, and anxiety. But if you're here today, it means you passed the accounting exam with Alex. In the end, I want to highlight some of the people that fulfilled this experience. I want to give a big thanks to everyone at the London campus for making this the best year of my life. I tried out the San Francisco campus for electives, but it was nowhere comparable to here. I missed George with his big smile every morning, Brian with his bacon and banana pizza that I never got to try, and Nikolai and Vivi that made sure there was always something happening on campus. I also want to give a special thanks to the group that did their attendance from the Yorkshire Grey every Friday. No names will be mentioned, but I'm looking at you, Dirk. Especially, I want to give a big thank you to all these parents for bankrupting and sending us to this unforgettable experience. My public speaking exam is over, and so is our time here at Hult. But the bonds we created and the memories we have made will always be here. So in the future, we have to keep going out of our comfort zones and keep in touch with the amazing people that represent the MIB class of 2024. Thank you.